So I had pulled in from a week of shooting this show. Of course, I got everything important from a material possession point of view in my truck because I'm, the way we're doing this show, if we want a fire, I got to build one. So I got everything from grills to charcoal to wood in the back of my truck. If I want to eat, I got an ice chest full of stuff. And, I got my fishing pole.
You're filming this in the middle of nowhere every time.
Middle of nowhere every time. You don't know what you're going to get into, so I just bring everything. Guns, rod and reels, baits, things for fire.
It sounds like
bags.
a survival expedition.
That's what it is. So my truck literally cannot hold another thing. And so when I got home, I was cleaning out some stuff, and some stuff I'm keeping. It's a transitional period. And so, the next morning, Sunday morning,
is the film crew partaking of your survivability? The film crew, are they invited for whatever? Would you get a little snack because you hadn't eaten anything?
Listen.
And maybe get warm their butt around the fire. I mean,
I'm sure Jap is just as prepared as Jase, though, because he speaks of survivalism.
What is that, a joke? So
you got L.A. and L.A.
That was sarcasm, Jay.
These people are coming out of Los Angeles, California, and probably New York City, and they're gathered up in the middle of nowhere down there in deep Louisiana. I mean,
I know one thing. I cooked some hot sausage on my little grill that I use.
There you go.
Duck blind, and one of those.
Was that for everyone, or?
Well, one of those cameraman. He said, "What does that taste like?" I took that to mean
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It was like Doc Holliday. What's it like to wear one of those?
Yeah.
I mean,
and so
he was wanting some of that sausage.
I was putting the buns on the grill. I had these onion buns, and I had that hot jalapeno and cheese sausage. So I slapped him one together. And so he was just fixed to take a bite. I was like, you might ought to have you some water handy if you're not used to it. And he's like, no, I'm good. He took one bite and he said, yep, let me go get this one. I could just see by the way his eyes were and the smoke started coming out of his ears.
Yeah.
I could tell. He thought, wow. But then the next day when I saw him, I said, how was that? He's like, it's one of the greatest things I've ever eaten. Once I got over the shock of the heat.
Yeah.
It lingers. Anyway, what I was saying.
But plus, Jace, it's the old deal about when you're cold and out in nature and you eat a hot meal.
It is.
It is like it's 10 times better than that would have been just at your house.
I could have taken some Vienna sausage and put it on that little grill, and you eat it, and you're like, it's not bad.
That's right.
But so I'm leaving. I get up next morning, and I'm going to go meet with the brothers before I'm going to scout where we're going to be this week. I mean, here we go again. But I was like, there's something about being with other believers singing to the Lord. I was like, I'm going to be in that crowd. And I told Missy, with you. But then I'll listen to the sermon. I'll just put it on my phone as I'm traveling to my next destination. I was like, but I'm gonna sing with the brothers, and I did. Boy, it was awesome. But so I'm so excited that I'm going to do this. I mean, literally, I'm like, I need to just spend some time with the brothers and sisters singing a powerful way. Well, I never even looked at my truck. I just got in it and took off. And what I didn't realize is I had my ice chest. I got one of those Yeti ice chests with the wheels on it, but I had emptied it out and just left it on the tailgate sideways, not where it would roll, but the tailgate wasn't closed. I have all this other stuff, but it's just sitting there. Well, I didn't know that. I just got my truck and took off because I'm preoccupied in my mind. Well, people are waving and blowing the horn at me, and I'm, hey, what's going on? Everybody's friendly today. Well, people were trying to say, you have an ice chest on the back of your truck. How I made it about 3 miles. 3 miles.
Well, Yetis are pretty well made.
Well, they are. They're heavy, but still you're turning curves. And so finally the dam broke, because I hear, and I look back and there's cars going hitting the ditch, and I see this ice chest just end over end down the highway, and I thought, whoops. And here's where the love part came in. One, everyone was trying to tell me on the way, there's a problem, but I was completely oblivious. I just thought, well, everybody's being friendly. But then the other thing is, a guy gets out of his car, and to my surprise, the ice chest is still functional. You know, he's rolling it up to me. I mean, he's getting it out of the ditch. Now I'm feeling bad.
That's a good advertisement for Yeti.
Well, it was. But so I'm like, I got it. But look, everybody, I mean, I've stopped traffic. I mean, in every direction. But I looked around and everybody was just like, nobody was hollering obscenities.
Get off the road, you idiot.
Well, I was saying, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot.
Confess your sins. Confess them.
Yeah, I was, because I was like,
So you worship, now you're confessing your sins to the Lord.
confessing my sins. And so then I got there and I told Missy, I was like, you're not going to believe what I just did. But I'm saying, I just felt that was nice of that guy to do it. And I was like, man, I'm so sorry. What could have caused a wreck? He's like, you know, no problem. I'm glad to help. I mean, he was just really
Well,
nice.
if all this happened while you were doing a TV show, I could see that you wouldn't be altogether functional with the grind of it all, and you sort of.
It is a grind.
Yeah,
You know how it is. You know,
We've been there.
So you get distracted, you know,
Right.
because your mind's on a million things, and you're not thinking about the practical things of life. Right. Like, don't be driving around
With your tailgate
being
on.
a danger to society here, you idiot. I mean, can you imagine if a cop would have seen that? He'd probably taken me to jail.